Hello everyone, welcome back to the Angular Live project. In this video, we will consume all the ASP.NET Core API into the Angular 8. So for that one, let's go to the Visual Studio Code, and we have already designed one service, student service. And in this service, what we will do, we will create methods to consume all ASP.NET Core API for CURD operation of the student. So for that one, first what we have to do, we have to import, and that is like a HTTP client, and that we have to do from, it comes from the @Angular common and then HTTP. So let's write that HTTP, and what we have to take, we have to take the HTTP client. So HTTP client we have to take, and we have to create an object of the same inside the constructor. So this is the constructor, and I'm going to take as a variable of client, and the type of this will be the HTTP client. And after doing that one, what we have to do, we have to take a one read-only variable which contain the URI path, so that I can take from here, which we created in the previous videos. So I have to define it here. So this I have taken because the URI path is this. Now I will define all the necessary method which we needed. So what I'm going to create first I'm going to create a one post method. So post, and I'm going to give the name as a student details, and in this student details, what I'm going to define this method as return this dot client. So client I'm going to define. So let's make that first as a private. Now this dot client, and I'm going to make like this method is a post method. So what I'm going to make it as a post, and inside this one what I'm going to define this dot URI, and what I have to append in this URI, I have to append, like for this post method I have to append as student details. So let's copy that student detail, that we can copy from here, and this is the student detail. So let's copy this one and go to the Visual Studio Code, and with this, now next what we have to pass, with this one I have to pass the data, because that we have to post. So for that one I will pass this dot form data. So this I have to pass. So that is the method for the post. Now next we have to put a method for update. So I will copy this one, and here what I will do, I will make it as a put, and here with the student details, like this will be the same. Here what I have to pass with the data, I have to pass the ID also. So for like in this URL, so for passing that URI, what we have to do, so here we have to forgot to put the slash. So let's put the slash, and here let's put the slash, and here what I have to do, I have to pass this dot form data dot this student ID, that I have to pass. So this is for update. Now next I am to create method for delete one. So let's put, and here just write delete, and for delete, now next what we have to do, it will be the similar only. The difference is here, like we have to pass the ID, like which ID we are going to delete. So that student ID we have to pass from here, and after this one, like we have to pass that ID, and based on that what it will do, it will that delete the data and remove this one. Now what we are forgetting here, this is post request and this is the put request. So we have to make it the respective methods we have to take here. So let's make here delete. So this is the method for the delete. Now after that what we have to do, like we have to create a one method which read all the data. So what I'm going to make, I'm going to make a one method which read all records, and this method I'm going to take as a observable method. So I'm going to take as a observable, and the type of this observable will be the student details as a array type, because I'm going to take as a multiple record. So let's take this bracket. Now from this method what I'm going to return, I'm going to return this dot client dot get, and I'm going to take it student details as the array type, and from here what I'm going to do, so this student detail as the array type, and from this one this dot URL, and with this what I have to pass, I have to pass the student detail. So let's copy this student detail. So this we are passing from here, that we can see like student detail. So this is method for read all. Now next, like if we are going to update or anything, then what we have to do, we have to refresh the screens. So for that one what I have to do, like refresh, like suppose I'm going to insert the data. So after inserting the data we have to refresh the list. So for that one I'm going to create a one method, and that method name I'm going to give as a refresh list. And in this refresh list what I will do, I will again fetch the data from the database. So client dot get, and inside this method what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy the same method which we created, like the URL which I have put it here. So inside this one I'm going to give this, and next what I'm going to do, dot to promise, and after that what I have to put, dot then, and inside this one std register, and using the lambda expression I'm going to do this dot list equal to student register as student details as a array type, that I'm going to refresh in this way. So what we have done here, like after then student register, and through that what I'm going to do, this dot list equal to student registration as student detail. Let's see what error it is saying. It is saying that student detail is not a assignable to the student detail. So let's see why we are not able to assign this one, because this method is not an array type. So let's make it as a array type. So now let's copy this one. So this is the way like we have designed all the necessary API, and like we can see, like we have post, we have put, we have delete, it is for read the data, and it's for refresh the API which we have created here. Now in the next video what we will do, we will consume all these methods, and according to that we will populate the data into the UI. So that's it for this video. Thank you.